Alright guys, so I'm here Atlanta Gun Show. We just ran into a really interesting booth. They're called Thunder Cans. We're here with their sales rep Andy, and he's going to explain a little bit about the process of making their cans, what they're trying to do as far as with the market of their suppressors, and kind of how it's going to benefit the end user. This is an integrally suppressed AR upper. What I've been told, they basically put an 8-inch barrel in this, and then they welded the suppressor to the 8-inch barrel to way it makes it a one stamp gun because this is still at 16 inches. So with that, I guess like the way they did it was they put in a baffle system that's able to be taken out. You can still clean the baffle system, but you can keep the suppressor connected to the barrel. It's going to keep you compliant with the ATF and only run a 16-inch barrel and not a 2-tax gun, or 2-tax standard gun, basically. And this company seems to have a nice setup for 9, 300 blackout, and 5.56. It seems pretty viable, especially that you're seeing that you don't have to do a 2-tax stamp on the gun to be able to run it.
A lot of it comes down to we're not using a monolithic core. We're actually using a hybrid M&K baffle design. It can all still come apart very easily. That way, the tube is what's welded to the barrel. You can still pull your baffles out and clean it like you need to. Short of that, everything else is basically just an AR platform. Just put it on, shoot it, and enjoy the sound of silence. So they're threaded in.
Each baffle's threaded in?
No, you got a back piece that's threaded in that actually compresses the rest of the baffles.
Gotcha. So whenever you take that out, then you can take baffle out at a time, clean them all up. Do they have to go back in any certain order?
No, it's better to, just because you got that consistency. Doesn't hurt, but it's not going to get messed up as long as you got them all in fairly the same.
Now another question, shooting that wet versus dry.
So
big difference, or?
We actually have not tested this wet. We haven't felt the need to. It's so impressive dry that we just...
No point. Okay, that's fair.
Because a lot of times when you shoot it wet, especially if you use more like an oil, you're going to get a very a blast cloud.
Yes. From
where it smokes out. So to avoid that, sometimes just run it dry, and you don't have that issue.
Now you were saying that on the 9mm that it comes out even with a supersonic round, it still comes out almost as quiet as the sun.
You got a small crack, but it's nothing like shooting. It's just a little louder than a subsonic. It's a discernible crack, but it's not ear ringing.
So with these suppressors integrated into the upper itself, what would you say is the advantage of doing that versus just doing a thread on top?
The major advantage is the decibel reduction. On this, you're going to be about 35 to 38 decibel reduction, where most your thread-on cans, you're actually going to lose some of that decibel reduction with them being thread-on, you're quick detach. You're going to lose sometimes 5 to 6 decibels. This, you're not losing that, you're actually gaining more. So these are going to usually be 35 to 38 decibel reduction right off the bat. So you're going to be quieter right as soon as you back it on.
How quiet is that 5.56 then? I can imagine these are pretty quiet.
So believe it or not, this one's actually right at the 34 to 36 decibels.
Okay.
It's really impressive. Even though you're not running subsonics through it, it's really impressive.
That's cool. They make a 308 internally suppressed barrel. That's just cool. So, and that's on an AR-10 platform. How big is that barrel? Is that 20?
So this is an 18-inch barrel. It is an 8-inch barrel on the inside, and once again, one SBR stamp or one tax stamp. I'm sorry about that. But the core, the tube is welded to it. So once again, you can maintain.
Nice. That tube's welded to it at 16?
Yep.
And then that's your extra 18?
Yep. And it all comes apart, so you can clean it and maintain it. If you ever have an issue, we can actually get with us, and we can change baffles if need to be. So we have those options.
What's your warranty look like?
We have a manufacturer's lifetime warranty.
Awesome.
We set these up so if there is a baffle strike, and sometimes a baffle strike's inevitable. We set them up so we can get this taken care of, and we try to do it fast enough.
Cool. And then they also have a pretty nice bolt action rifle set to mirror up to a Remington 700. All right.
This is the Works Futuroso chassis.
Looks too nice for me, man. I'll break stuff like that.
But it's gorgeous.
Yeah, it thing looks nice as hell.
We do have this coming out in a 300 blackout that we're going to have in a KRG chassis.
Nice.
And then we also have one that's going to be in a 300 Win Mag that we're getting ready to drop out. It'll be in a Wilkes chassis, but it'll be all long. So it's going to keep that hunting out there.
Thunder Cans, we definitely expect to see them in our shop here soon. We're going to be able to go out here and actually pop a couple rounds off with them to see the big, what's the big deal with the internally suppressed uppers? Is it worth the money? Is it not worth the money? Realistically, it's going to be on that end user. We're usually the end user, so we're going to shoot the fuck out of this.